Welcome back to Live Action, NASCAR Advanced Auto Parts Weekly Racing Series action here at historic Bowman Gray Stadium. The Mighty Modifieds, yes, the NASCAR Brad's Golf Cars Modifieds are next. Twin 25s for the Bod Squad, and now the starting lineup. Starting on the pole in the QRC HVAC, number 4, from Walnut Cove, North Carolina, your pole sitter, Jason Myers, fastest qualifier today. Starting to his outside on the outside of the front row. From Winston-Salem, North Carolina, the Black Sand Company machine, the number 69, John Holloman, the 4th. Starting third, the driver from Monroe, North Carolina, the E-Metals, beautiful, number 3, it's the Flying Taco, Danny Probst. And to his outside, starting 4th, third place in points for the Jerry Hunt Supercenter, Hayes Jewelers, Pulliam's Hot Dogs, number 83, the Rocket from Tobaccoville, North Carolina, it's Tim Brown. Starting 5th today, the Brad's Golf Cars, number 75, from Wahlberg, North Carolina, second-generation driver Lee Jeffries. Starting to his outside, the number 44 from Kernersville, North Carolina, the iHeartRadio number 44 for Daniel Beeson. Starting 7th, the white and orange, number 5, Greg Butcher Trucking from Pufftown, North Carolina, it's veteran Randy Butner. Starting 8th in the black and white, number 9, from Walnut Cove, North Carolina, the Tobacco Ridge machine for Kyle Southern. Starting 9th on the board, the Q104.104. From Winston-Salem, North Carolina, it's Brandon Ward. Starting 10th, the Mount Airy driver, returning to Bowman Gray Stadium, the son of Chris Fleming, Jordan Fleming in the number 13. Starting 11th tonight in the Citrus Safe Backyard Leisures, number 1, a 90-time winner in the Modified Wars at Bowman Gray Stadium, it's the ace, Burt Myers. To the outside, one of the hottest drivers of recent, starting 12th from King, North Carolina, and the units moving in storage, number 51, it's the Snowman, Junior Snow. Starting 13th, he got win number 16 in car number 16, the Guaranteed Automotive Group number 16, it's the showstopper, Chris Fleming. Making his return to Bowman Gray Stadium is the driver of the number 81, a multi-time winner in the Sportsman Wars, it's Zach Clifton. Starting 15th in a number 45 machine, welcome back to Bowman Gray Stadium for Lee Stimson. To the outside of the Phoenix Packaging, number 77, a fan favorite, the lovely Susan Harwell. Starting 17th tonight in the Turn and Burn Hobbies, number 72 from Lexington, North Carolina, it's Bryant Robertson. To the outside, the T-Time Sports and Spirits, number 39 from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Gerald Robinson Jr. Starting 19th, Junior Reeves will pilot the number 49 machine from the stables of Daniel Beeson. Starting 20th, a widely veteran of the Modifieds from Mount Airy, North Carolina, the Williams Trucking Machine, the 99, Crab Smith. Eddie Collins in the backup machine for John Holloman will start 21st. Brendan Butner in the number 35 starts 22nd. Luke Smith will start 23rd with Slate Myers, fourth generation driver, starting 24th. And bringing up the rear of the field, the Flying Beret, Corey LeVay. We have a good time with Corey LeVay. Or Corey Lovett. It's a he just keeps on going back and forth. Corey Lovett, Corey LeVay, whichever. It doesn't matter because we're ready for modified racing. NASCAR's original division. These are the drivers that live by the grace of God and no, they're not going to go green. False start. They love doing that on me, don't they? Well, guess what? We're going to re-rack them, restack them. Since I didn't say it full that time, we'll say it again. NASCAR's original division around NASCAR's first ever weekly racing series track, Bowman Gray. These are the drivers that live by the grace of God and 600 horsepower sideways off of the turn. The start is mayhem on Night of Destruction. Your pole sitter is spun to the infield grass. So is your outside pole sitter, Jason Myers. John Holloman, the fourth. Burt Myers, your points leader. Your second place man in points, the number 16, is also involved. Trouble at the green flag. You couldn't have predicted that one at all. When both drivers stepped on the throttle, they got sideways, and calamity ensued. Big opportunity for the guys squeaking through right there in the orange number 83 of Tim Brown. Tim Brown will now be towards the front of the field. Oh boy, drama in the NASCAR Brad's Golf Cars Modified Division right off the bat. We didn't even get the green flag out, and we got cars sideways and spinning. We didn't even hit the racetrack, and there was a kerfuffle in the pit area. A kerfuffle, yes, fisticuffs, pushing, shoving, and now it's translated to on-track action for the modifieds. Oh boy, this is big. Burt Myers, your points leader. You see him right there, sideways. We don't know if there's any damage on the car. The car has not refired. Let's look at the replay here of the start, and let's see what happened on our Flow Racing replay. Coming to the green. Holloman gets sideways. I don't know if he got a shot from Tim Brown there. I'd like to see that again, maybe further back on the replay, but there is the four spinning into the infield grass. Your front row is in the football field. Not good. There is Randy Butner as well. Wow. This could be big if Burt Myers, number one, has to get towed off here. They take an average of the two finishes of tonight's twins. And right now, your points leader in the Brad's Golf Cars Modifieds looks like he's stuck. That's what it is, folks. I think those two race cars are stuck. So Burt Myers fans, I know you're holding your breath right now, and we are too up in the booth to see what's going to play out here. But I don't think there's much damage. I think the two cars, the I-beam bumper from the back bumper of those modifieds, can be easily stuck with that front bumper. I think that's what they're doing. They're lifting off the other car from Burt Myers. You see damage. His bumper is hanging off. The famed orange bumper is dragging and is now off of the number one car. Superman doesn't have his cape anymore. This is big here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Folks, you might think that's minor, but now he's got to start from the back, and he cannot use that bumper at all. This is crazy. I'm getting too excited. I think I had too much coffee. Hey, you know what? You know what goes good with coffee? Mom? My mom's next to me. You know what goes good for coffee? Donuts! Even my mom gets to try little donuts. There's Burt Myers pulling away from that wreck. Oh, it was with Brandon Ward. That's who the car was, the gray car that was spun with him. The New Day Motorsports car. Oh, man, this is not good. Zach Taylor bringing the little donuts to the booth, and that means, oh, man, that means we're going to get going. We're not going to take a break yet. Ooh, because we want to, actually, we're going to. Let's take a break. I'm going to eat a donut. There's a beach, basically, in turn 4 that they have to clean up from some of the fluid. Burt Myers has pulled his car into the infield. I'm wondering if that fluid's from his radiator. It could be. There's the monster trucks because it's Night of Destruction, and you're seeing it here in the Brad's Golf Cars Modifieds. We're going to go to break, and we're coming back. I'm Flow Racing.
Winston-Salem, North Carolina is a city with a rich history of reinventing itself. Here you can wine and dine back in time, or raise a glass to the future. Witness history in the making, or savor the present moment. That's why you'll love visiting Winston-Salem. Our past is present, our future is bright, and our city is yours to explore. Look forward. Travel back to Winston-Salem.
Oh boy, drama in the pit area and drama on the racetrack. Welcome back to Bowman Gray Stadium, the NASCAR Brad's Golf Cars, Modifieds, and the points. Well, they were tight going in. There you see it, Burt Myers with a 1-point lead on Chris Fleming and only a 4-point lead on Tim Brown. Tim Brown and the Myers family racing crew of Jason Myers, a little bit of a shoving match in the pits before the race. And then tonight, on the opening lap of the modified race, Jason Myers and John Holloman spin coming to the green, causing a big pileup that it looks like has taken out possibly your points leader. Burt Myers is still behind the field house trying to get repairs done on his backyard leisure CitraSafe #1. The points leader is not out on the racetrack. Oh boy, that's going to shake things up big time. Brandon Ward, the Q1 of 4.1 car you see in 4th in the points, he was also involved. This could be a big swing for the NASCAR Modifieds here at Bowman Gray. Twin features. The lights are out on the pace car, and no Burt Myers yet from the pit area. We'll keep an eye on the pit exit and see if he launches out. This is drama. You could feel it. The fans could feel it. One of the track favorites. Your points leader is not returned to the racetrack, folks. The modern Chevrolet pace vehicle dips down into the end zone, and the green flag is back out for the Modifieds. And even though they caused the caution before lap 0, they re-racked them and restacked them with the original starting lineup. So Jason Myers, oh, trouble there as the 69 of Holloman tries to get to the bottom. Sparks fly. Big contact, you saw it there. Beeson now into the wall. Gerald Robinson has spun. Man, there is so much action here, we don't even know what to look at. Beeson's in the wall, okay? On the restart there, the 69 of John Holloman tried to get shoot down to the bottom on the backstretch and made big contact with Lee Jeffries, white number 75. Sparks flew. I mean, this is a 25-lap race. My mom's over here. I think she's excited because we're 2 laps in, and she's already seen a whole race worth of drama and action. I think we learn one thing from what we're hearing in the pits, by the way. You don't mess with Tim Brown, the Rocket from Tobaccoville, North Carolina, getting in a altercation with the Myers family racing crew of Jason Myers. Tim Brown is not a pushover, I'll tell you that. Let's just say that. Heated discussions, pushing and shoving. Passion is what we like to call it here with the NASCAR Weekly Racing Series action at Bowman Gray Stadium. And circulating this racetrack are passionate race car drivers, and also surrounding it is about 13,000, 14,000 passionate race fans here enjoying NASCAR excitement. Here's the replay. Let's see what happened here. Holloman cuts down. And right there's a little bit of a shove, but the sparks happen right before that. But it was interesting to see Holloman trying to work his way down to get that bottom. The bottom groove is preferred here. You know, if you get caught on the top, you could get freight trained back about 3-4 positions. And that's not what John Holloman wanted. When he didn't have a shot at the drag race going into turn number 1 with Jason Myers, now his next goal is to get to the bottom. Let's look at the replay again, and we've backed it up a little bit. Here we go. See him get to the bottom. Oh, big contact right there. And there was the big spark, some drama right there. I don't know if it got the left rear tire, the left front tire of the number 75 and possibly knocked the toe out on it. We hope not for Lee Jeffries' sake, but wow, that's as close as you get. Great job there by our Flow Racing camera people up top, capturing that. I mean, every lap so far, there's 2 laps and 3 drama incidents. And then let's call it 4 with the pre-race antics in the behind the field house. So 2 laps, 4 bits of drama. Man, by that average, we're going to be here all night. Green flag is back out on True Lion Federal Credit Union Night of Destruction. Jason Myers, your leader, single file restarts here for the Twin 25s. No choose cone and no double file. That's good news for your leader, Jason Myers, Walnut Cove, North Carolina. Tied with his father, Gary Myers, locked in a tie with 38 career wins at Bowman Gray Stadium. He had win 39 and celebrated in Victory Lane a few weeks ago, but then post-race, officials deemed they had altered the tires on the number 4 machine. Oh, the 49 really slow there. Almost some trouble with your leader. Jason Myers stretching his legs at the front of the field. Now we look further back. There's your second place points man, the number 16. He won last week, and now he's about mid-pack, trying to advance as much as he can, because right now your points leader, Burt Myers, is in the pit area. So this is an opportunity for Tim Brown, for the number 16 you see on your screen, for Brandon Ward to surpass Myers in points. I'm looking over here to the right of me in this booth. If you've never been to Bowman Gray, this is a carnival-esque atmosphere here. You see this crowd here, and there's a reason, because the racing is electrifying. Nothing like anything in the United States of America. And I'm looking over to my right, and I'm going to tattle on you because your mom's going to be ticked off, Angie, if she's listening. But my man here has got a bucket full of cotton candy. We got popcorn. I think that's for me. We've got 2 buckets of little donuts from Zach Clifton from the Midway here. The Midway here has incredible food. And a Letty back here, kind of producing in the back here. I think she's got her own bucket of little donuts. But Letty, you can't eat them all, okay? We got to save them for the camera people. Maybe under caution, I could run them up there. So if I do run them up, I'll come back. I'll be out of breath, folks. You'll know it. There's Little Donuts. Zach Taylor, proud sponsor of race cars here. Mom's saying it's finger looking good. She's licking the powdered sugar off her fingers right now. And Lucas has got a mustache of cotton candy. This is getting out of control up here. But this is like a fair, man. You got to get your butt to Bowman Gray. There's a reason this place has so many race fans. And guess what? 7 laps on the board, and we're back to green flag racing for the Brad's Golf Cars Modifieds. Jason Myers stretches out that lead. Once again, great drive off of the exit of that corner for the driver of the number 4 from Walnut Cove. Second place, a little bit of ill handling right now for the driver of the 69, John Hollam, in the 4th. That's the battle on the track. Lee Jeffries to the backside of the number 69. Tim Brown follows suit in 4th. In 5th, the number 5 of Randy Buntner. Good run in 6th for Kyle Southern in the number 9. 7th place right now, Brandon Ward, and followed by your second place points man. There he is, the number 16 of Chris Fleming. Right now, we have an average of 2 races that will determine the points for this night. But if it ended right now, Burt Myers would be booted to at least 3rd in points by my terrible calculations. I failed math once. 11 laps on the board of this 25-lap event. Jason Myers is just gone, man. Look at that. Look at that lead. You see the span there. But the battle is on. Second place, a little bit of contact there. Let's keep an eye on that second place battle and keep it locked onto it. Lee Jeffries pressuring the number 69. John Holloman wasn't even in that race car last week. He took a break. He went to New Jersey to be with his wife's family, a little family vacation. They got a new baby, enjoying some good off time. Well, guess what? He's back and he's in second position. But right now, the chrome horn applied to the back I-beam bumper of that 69 by Lee Jeffries. Jeffries, the great veteran, tries to get a launch down low off of turn number 2. But playing masterful defense right now is Holloman, learning from masters like Jeffries. Right to their backside. showing a little bit of uneasiness. Can he get around him is Tim Brown. This is the battle we want to keep the camera on. 16 laps into this 25-lap race. You see it right there, trying to get a good run off the corner is the 75, but the 69 slowing down the middle of the corner and blocking down low and eliminating that run. That's smart racing here at Bowman Gray. I think Jeffries is going to have to apply the bumper here to try to knock the 69 slightly out of his groove to get around him. That's what it is. There he goes, trying again to the bottom, getting that 75 on the turtles. Yes, where that gray is, it's not a real turtle, folks. There's these little turtles, not box turtles. They're little bumps, and it disrupts the car. I took my mom for a drive around the track today, and boy, the car goes pop, 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 pop. You feel it inside of a race car as well. Holloman holding on here. 19 laps, 6 laps to go for the first twin 25 for the modifieds, and this is what everybody's watching. Jason Myers is his own zip code, so he's checked out. Bye-bye. Now we're watching the battle for second. This is the battle on the track. Can Holloman hold him off for second place in his return from vacation? Bumper tag again in the corner. Holloman backing it up. What a job at defense. It's not all about offense, especially around a bull ring like Bowman Gray. 2 laps to go here on the books. Here we go. Another attempt down low. He gets a little bumper to him, but hey, racing him clean is Lee Jeffries. White flag is out. 2 more turns for Jason Myers. Jason Myers wins. Win number 39, breaking the tie with his father, the great Gary Myers. This is going to be a significant milestone. It is in Myers Racing family history. Jason Myers wins second place, John Holloman. Third place to 75 of Lee Jeffries. Fourth for the number 83 of Tim Brown. And in the big story, your points leader knocked out before the race even took the green. But his brother, Jason Myers, takes the win in that QRC HVAC Carolina Drilling number 4. There he is, taking the victory lap. Third generation driver from Bobby and Billy and Gary and Bert and Jason. The 39th win for Jason Myers, breaking the tie he had with his father Gary in the win total, and now the 225th win for the Myers Racing family. The great legacy of this quarter-mile oval runs through the veins of this bloodline at the Madhouse. You're going to see a great victory lane here, and we'll keep an eye out for Gary Myers down there as well. Let's throw it down to Randy Pulliam in victory lane. There'll be a draw, to remember a draw for the invert, but let's throw it down to Randy Pulliam.
That'll determine the starting lineup for the second 25-lap event for the Brad's Golf Car Modifieds. Keep your eyes on the scoreboard. And coming up next, race fans, will be monster truck crushing time. Keep your eye on the scoreboard. He draws 8. Number 8 for Jason Myers. Jason Myers, ladies and gentlemen, let him hear it. Jason, Really quickly, we'll try this for a second time. 39th win. Thank your sponsors, my friend.
Greg Butcher Towing. I got to thank Greg Butcher Trucking. Affordable Towing, Daryl and Nikki, I know they're here somewhere. QRC, I hope Trey's here tonight. I don't see him anywhere, but Mark Joyce Graphics. We got a new T-shirt tonight. You got to come see it after the race. Carolina Drilling. Oh, man, where am I at? Elk Outfitters, we picked them up. Auto Store. QRC, I already did, but thanks, honey. I got to thank my dad. Boy, he put me in a good race car tonight. We've been working real hard on this thing, and I think the rain probably helped a little bit with the qualifying because we didn't have to go out so early, but you can tell we got a heck of a good all these orange shirts around here. That's really cool, man, for that little girl, Emma. We all love that little girl. You can see how strong this place is, Emma.
Congratulations once again to Jason Myers, picking up win number 2. He'll head over to the Carolina Wood Floor Winner's Circle to pick up a winning trophy from the folks with True Liant Federal Credit Union. He'll also pick up.
What a great family moment here for the Myers Racing family. Win 225 for that great racing legacy. And you saw right there at the end of the interview a big hug from Gary Myers. Let's go to a quick break because when we come back, we're going to fire up the monster trucks here live on Flow Racing.
North Carolina is a city with a rich history of reinventing itself. Here you can wine and dine back in time, or raise a glass to the future. Witness history in the making, or savor the present moment. That's why you'll love visiting Winston-Salem. Our past is present, our future is bright, and our city is yours to explore. Look forward. Travel back to Winston-Salem.
There they are, monster trucks. It's True Liant Federal Credit Union Night of Destruction. And we've seen some destruction on the racetrack already, but these bad boys are getting ready to crush some cars. Right now, Victory Lane is a packed house because the first Twin 25 was won by the popular Walnut Cove, North Carolina driver Jason Myers, his 39th win for that great racing family. This place is full of such great history. This weekend in 1956, one of Bowman Gray Stadium's own, a beloved driver named Pee Wee, scored a pretty big win at Bowman Gray Stadium, one of the greatest modified racers of all time here with 6 championships. And yeah, he had 27 modified victories, but on his way, he also had this other great victory that we're going to talk about right here. There was a division in NASCAR, the Cup Series, you know them? They were called the Grand Nationals back then. But the Grand Nationals had a sub-series called the Short Track Division. It's pretty cool. Some different cars, too. 19 cars lined up on July 14th this weekend in 1956 for a 150-lap Grand National Short Track Division feature. Jim Reed, who's won here before, is dominant until lap 147 when Billy Myers, yes, of the Myers Racing family, and another car crashed. That opened the door for the local star, Pee Wee Jones, to shine, and he crossed the line just ahead of Jim Pascal and Hall of Famer, NASCAR Hall of Famer Rex White to the line. And here's something cool. Next week when we're here, there's a little bonus going on, the Fans Challenge for $9,000 for the modified drivers. Well, that night there were some bonuses. Lee Petty, the patriarch of the family, Petty family, won a $100 bonus for being the first highest finishing Dodge. Pee Wee Jones, who won that race, this is the best part, got a bonus after his $600 race win for being the first Corvette in the finishing order. He drove a Corvette to victory in Grand National Short Track Division racing. Yes, folks, history can be interesting. What do you think, Lucas? Is history cool? History's cool. Not what he says. Yeah, he doesn't like history in school, but if they taught racing history, Professor Uncle Matt here, the fun uncle, would be your professor. That would be a great history school. Maybe we should do that. My brother Bob's just up here. He's got a bloody knee for some reason. I think he got a little bit of the guardrail. A night of destruction, and Bob Dillner's bleeding in the booth. I mean, blood, sweat, and tears, baby. He's going to be up here in the booth for the first ever Dillner family broadcast. We got the family here, but my brother and I are going to share the booth coming up here in 2 weeks, and it's something that I'm incredibly proud of to be able to, work alongside one of my heroes. My brother, a great broadcaster for so many years with Fox and Speed and Lucas Oil with the MAV TV and all that. We're going to have a good time reminiscing about the old days and showing you some of the best racing action you'll ever see around a paved football field. Yeah, and that football field is about to get woken up by these big old boys. Monster trucks at Bowman Gray Stadium. I think they're just waiting for Victory Lane to clear out. I guess we could have taken a longer commercial break, but I guess they don't want these monster trucks going because there's technically a very expensive race car on the track. We don't want Jason Myers to not be able to compete in the second race because his car was crushed. That would make headlines. Oh, I hear a sound, but that's a modified. That's the greatest sound in the world. Look at that packed house right here. After the little bit of rain shower before we got on air, this place had about 9,000 people in it. And look around here, folks. Winston-Salem, North Carolina is a town that loves auto racing, period. And this is the place to be. Whether you're an old folk or a young kid on a date or a little kid sitting in the stands with some cotton candy, this is where you want to be. NASCAR short track racing action at the original since 1949. All right, you ready for some monster trucks, folks? Here they go. They're fired up. Oh. We have Bad News Travels Fast right there. That's Bad News Travels Fast. We'll find out the other name of the other truck here momentarily, but a little blue light special going on there. I think he's going to be the first one to take it to the cars. Oh, my gosh, is that my car parked in the parking lot? Oh, my Lord, I hope it isn't. Oh, there we go. Monster trucks at the 50-yard line of the Madhouse. Full bore. Goes full bore over the cars. Thank you, Bob. I couldn't read. This is True Liant Federal Credit Union Night of Destruction at the Madhouse. Fans on their feet. Monster trucks in the sky. They got like lights all over these things. Look at this. Fans are getting a good show here. This car-crushing exhibition. Let's hear it. Oh, get some good air there as full bore. I don't think that there's a Pontiac Grand Prix. I think I see a Caprice Classic in there. A Toyota Corolla. No more. Those things look like Buford T. Justice's car at the end of Smokey and the Bandit. No roof. The fans are loving these monster trucks. You don't see anything this big. We haven't seen something this big since the Blunderbuss division here, or since I walked across the infield grass. Oh! Full bore going for it again. Let's go. Ooh, nice one. I'll tell you what, this football field is holding up. It's so beautifully manicured that when you bring out monster trucks, you kind of go, oh, no. Oh, donuts in the backstretch. And we're not talking little donuts. Those are big donuts, folks. Big old donuts. And now on the front stretch. Wow. A little lawn maintenance may need to be done there. There's action going on everywhere. The kids in the grandstands are standing up and cheering loudly. Remember, folks, we got a lot of racing coming up. It's just not a monster truck show. This is just a little intermission fun. We've got a sportsman division, second twin race. We got more donuts on the front stretch. We got cars being crushed. Sportsman, modified, street stocks, stadium stocks. And guess what? We didn't even mention this. Oh, boy. Guess what's ending the night tonight on Flow Racing, folks? A Midway Mobile Storage Demolition Derby on True Lion Federal Credit Union Night of Destruction. I just want to say that. Night of Destruction. Saturday at Bowman Gray Stadium. Oh, full bore with a good little jump. That is a nice looking truck right there. Look at those wheels. Getting fancy. More donuts on the back stretch. I'm going to eat a donut while a donut's going on. Television history. I love it. Justin Mincy isn't here, our stat king at Bowman Gray Stadium. He's resting his ruptured Achilles after some surgery. So I got my nephew here, and he's trying to be the stat guy. His handwriting, though, makes me believe that he's going to grow up and become a doctor. He said it's summertime. Summertime is bad handwriting time? Oh, boy. These kids these days, I'll tell you. It says, yeah, I don't know. I think we're wrapping up the monster trucks. Let's take a nice little break here on at Bowman Gray. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, we'll come back with the Sportsman Division race. Bye-bye, monster trucks, and we'll be back.
Winston-Salem, North Carolina is a city with a rich history of reinventing itself. Here you can wine and dine back in time, or raise a glass to the future. Witness history in the making, or savor the present moment. That's why you'll love visiting Winston-Salem. Our past is present, our future is bright, and our city is yours to explore. Look forward. Travel back to Winston-Salem.
Night of Destruction. Well, there's a cleanup after Night of Destruction, so a little longer break. But guess what? The Sportsman Division has entered the arena, so let's give you starting lineup for race number 2 tonight for the McDowell Heating and Air Sportsman Division. Starting on the pole in the CNC lock and key machine, the number 98, ill handling in the first race, the Lexington, North Carolina veteran Billy Gregg. Starting on the outside of the front row, the super aggressive race car driver from right down the road in Winston-Salem, the Jerry Johnson Motors 55 of Zach Orr. Starting third, the Jerry Hunt Super Center, red number 21 from Walkertown. It's the Tiger Tommy Neal. Starting fourth, your points leader, the Jerry Hunt Super Center East Coast Wings machine for young Chase Robertson. Starting fifth, the number 2, Mark Robinson Governor machine from Walkertown. It's Amber Lynn. Starting sixth from Yadkinville, the number 19, Ever Ready Mixed Concrete machine for Michael Adams. The race winner from will start in the next row, but right before him, the second place finisher from Walkertown, the Walkertown Auto Sales 07, the real deal, Riley Neal. Starting eighth, your race winner from race number 1 in the CNC lock and key, number 28 from Lexington, it's Nate Gregg. Starting ninth in the 03 from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, the West Y Beard Company, Duggins Welding 03 for Sterling Plemons. To his outside, the beautiful black number 22 machine, fresh off his best finish of 2023 last week, the Advanced North Carolina driver, Wesley Thompson. Starting 11th in the number 12, Wade Interiors, Kevin Says Yes machine from King, North Carolina. Hee-haw! Donkey Strong, it's Justin Taylor. Starting 12th from Thomasville, North Carolina, the Auto Supply of Thomasville, number 38, the veteran, Mitch Gales. Starting 13th, he was involved with in a skirmish towards the end of the race. From Wahlberg, North Carolina, it's Braden Mills in the Trico Real Estate machine. Starting 14th, Carolina Cowboys on the hood of this machine. The number 15 from Lexington, it's T. Dawson. Starting 15th, trouble in the first feature event for this North Carolina, Lexington, North Carolina sophomore sensation, the Camnall construction car for Connor Branch. Also suffering a little bit of damage in the first race, this driver, Slate's 16th, Lexington, North Carolina barbecue capital of the world, is the hometown of the Clifton Plumbing number 6, Kurt Sheets. And bringing up the rear of the field from Welcome, North Carolina, oh boy, the world of the Wally Heads. He's the king of the Wally Heads. It's Gage Williams in the number 13. Wally Heads, rejoice. If you don't know what a Wally Head is, welcome to the club. They call themselves the Wally Heads. Lights are on the pace car. And Letty is excited. My mom's excited. Everybody's excited around the Madhouse because the second Sportsman Division race is about to go green here. The modern Chevrolet Blazer pace vehicle pulls in at the 10-yard line. Jimmy Brown gives them the thumbs up. We're ready to go racing. Billy Gregg on the pole. Green flag is out. Sportsman race number 2. Two rivals on the front row and contact already. Zach Orr creeps around the outside, aggressively pinches down. Contact between him and Billy Gregg. 3 wide. Here comes the 21. The Tiger pounces and grabs the lead. Now Amber Lynn, opportunity knocks. She goes to second position. The real deal, Riley Neal moves up to third. Billy Gregg back to fourth. He's hung up on the outside. Now Zach Orr to his bottom, sideways off the corner. What a save by Zach Orr. Orr now side by side with the 98 Billy Gregg. These two cars have gotten together several times throughout this year. Now Gregg files in behind. Oh boy, this race is full of contact and drama already. We wouldn't expect anything different from the McDowell Heating and Air Sportsman Division. Stuck in the back, you saw him right there, the number 19 of the number 19 Ever Ready Mixed Concrete car, Michael Adams. These twins are tough because you got to start in the back. Oh, the 12 has gone around. Justin Taylor went around, resulting in a spin and a yellow flag here. The front bumper of the 19 of Michael Adams we were just talking about made some contact with the number 12. Oh boy, the plot thickens. Justin Taylor has spun around. He has not had a good season. You see some damage to the right side of that car. You can see inside, there's no door. That driver has said he's fed up the other week, he told me. He's fed up with drivers hitting him going into the corner. Well, that wasn't really into the corner, but he did get a little bit of bumper tag from Michael Adams. And Justin Taylor right there, the number 12. Wade Interiors, Kevin says, yes, car has been a magnet, and a magnet in a bad way this year. He hasn't been the guy using the front bumper. He's been the guy getting the front bumper. Former Sportsman Division champion in 2019. And now we're going right back to green. Well, guess what? The Tiger is in the lead. My son's favorite Sportsman driver, Tiger Tommy Neal. Every kid loves a driver that's nicknamed the Tiger. But guess what? He's got a rear view mirror full of the most polarizing female driver in all of short track auto racing, Amber Lynn. She's in a Neal sandwich right now because Riley Neal is in third place. The Tiger, the great veteran of the Sportsman Wars, and now the 98 of Billy Gregg has pulled off. Flat tire on the 98. We go back to racing action here. 6 laps on the board for the Sportsman Division. This is going to be an interesting battle here because if Amber Lynn uses the bumper even just a little, you remember there's a little bit of family stuff going on here because Riley Neal is right behind her. It's a precarious position that the young female driver is in right now. Oh, and she gets into him. Trouble. The leaders have spun. The leaders have spun. Zach Orr takes the lead. Amber Lynn has damage. The 21 of Tommy Neal is around. Not a night to be the leaders at Bowman Gray. The crowd is on their feet as some of the favorites have been knocked out. Now contact. Contact between the 2 and the 21 under caution. Night of Destruction is on. Oh, folks, keep an eye on that number 2. Let's take a look at the replay here. Flow Racing replay, your battle for the lead. The 21 gets a little loose. And Amber Lynn gets into him. And at that point, what is she going to do? Is she going to lift? Because she's going to be part of the accident. No, she just hit the gas and turned right and finished them off. But here they are, side by side. The 21's going to the pits. Your 56-time winner in the Sportsman Wars, taken out of the lead. Hey, judgment. We're not here to judge up here in this booth. Tommy Neal was loose on exit. Amber Lynn helped him. There is Amber Lynn climbing from her number 2 machine. The most successful female racer in the history of Bowman Gray Stadium. There is Amber Lynn walking away from her race car. The fans love her or they hate her. Nothing in between. That's why she sells tickets, period. Very aggressive, very talented young lady. Flow Racing replay. The 21 was a little loose. The 2 just got into him, finished him off. And then right there, a little bit of damage, I think, with the left rear might have ended her night. Amber Lynn walking off. There's her, Mark Robinson for governor, number 2, getting towed behind the field house. Night is over for young Amber Lynn. 11-time winner in the Sportsman Wars and multi-time winner in street stocks as well. The fans are going crazy because Tommy Neal's back on the track. There he is. Oh, boy. Tommy Neal has returned to the racing surface, and the crowd has celebrated. All the Amberlin haters have celebrated. All the Amberlin fans are not happy. T. Dawson is also stopped. There's the fans, some of them leaning over. Watch them as the 821 rolls by here, and then pan, if we get our camera to pan the fans to the right in 3, 2, 1. Watch this. The fans here keep on going, are cheering, look, leaning over the wall, cheering them on. Great job there. That's awesome. Oh, boy. If you race here at Bowman Gray Stadium, you're a character. Okay, and these characters to the 13,000, 14,000 tonight are superstars. They're heroes. They're villains and everything in between. Justin Taylor has left the racing surface to go to the field house. You got to be here to experience it, though. Flow racing is awesome. I work for Flow Racing. There's the Carolina Cowboys T. Dawson machine getting a push start. I love Flow Racing, man. I work for them. This is my place. But this is my place, Bowman Gray Stadium. And I've come here for a long, long time and sat in these grandstands. And there's a reason why everybody comes here. All of us that used to work in the NASCAR Cup Series like I used to, and the ones that still do now, when they get a weekend off, where do they go? They always come to the Madhouse. 9 laps in. Colby's roofing and gutter restart lineup for you. Zach Orr in the lead. Points leader. Now, hopping on that opportunity, Chase Robertson is in second. Sterling Plemons, Michael Adams, Nate Gregg bringing you to green. Zach Orr firing. Orr, your leader, one of the most aggressive drivers at Bowman Gray Stadium. He's been red hot, and he's been closing the door on that points lead of Chase Robertson. Chase Robertson, the very clean and smooth young recent high school graduate, in second place. He's your points leader. He needs a good run here. He's had some chinks in his armor lately. There he goes to the back bumper of Orr's number 55. Battle's also on for third position. This is getting good, folks. Let's keep an eye on the lead. Here comes the number 31. Man, I think we need to show like 8 battles here. It's like mass chaos here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Everybody is racing aggressively on a hot summer night. Great job by our camera people up top to show you the scope of the top 6 cars here, dancing around this famed quarter mile. Zach Orr, a little damage from the first feature event. He's hanging on to the lead, the points leader, in second position. That's 1 and 2 in points, but it's actually 2 and 1 in points on the track as we sit right now. Sterling Plemons sits in third position without the nose, without the hood, without the front fenders. 14 laps into this race. That 03 has been fast. Now to the back bumper comes Chase Robertson. He gets a peek to the inside, side by side. They drag race into the south turn. Sparks are flying. Trading fenders. Oh, by a lap car. By the hair of his chinny chin right there. Justin Taylor has spun, has slowed on the backstretch, and boy, that was close. I think we're titling them tonight, Drama Incorporated. My mom hasn't been here in about 13 years, and I think she's realizing that it's been 13 too long. Fans are going nuts here. I don't know if you can hear it on the broadcast, but I love it. I love when the caution flag comes out here, and we're up in a glass booth. We shouldn't be able to hear the crowd, but the crowd here is so electric that you can hear them even up here. This is awesome. Lights are already out on the modern Chevrolet Blazer Pace vehicle. Quickie cautions here as we got a packed night of racing for you on Bowman Gray Stadium for you tonight. Chase Robertson in the lead, just narrowly getting that lead as the caution flag came out. So he is your leader. But don't look now, that 55 right there with 4 laps to go. I told you before, the most aggressive race car driver, in my opinion, at Bowman Gray Stadium. Let's see what he does here. Green flag is back out. 16 laps on the board. Robertson stretching his legs in that number 31. Great drive through the center of the corner and off for the driver of the 31. Further back in the field, we've got a Smoker, a few cars advancing. The Neal's trying to move up through the field. There they are right now. Riley Neal, now the 21 of Tiger Tommy Neal, trying to recover. He was the leader just about 4 minutes ago. 2 laps to go. 7th position for Riley Neal right now. 6th for the race winner of race number 1. White flag is out for Chase Robertson. Last year, he was the Rookie of the Year. This year, he won and went to prom. Then he graduated from Oak Grove High School, and now he's a winner for the 4th time in 2023. Young, bold, talented, and smooth is the driver of the number 31. A congratulations from Zach Orr pulling alongside that machine. There's no hood on the number 31. Well, the hood would show East Coast Wings on it. Jerry Hunt Supercenter also on board that machine. The fans loving that show. And now he pulls into victory lane and gets the famed Bowman Gray Stadium checkered flag. You see how it says Bowman Gray Stadium on it? It's so cool. It's on my bucket list to win a race here, but as long as I'm the announcer, I'll never win a race here. But that's okay. It's almost a bucket list job to sit up here on a Saturday night in Winston-Salem and enjoy an auto race. So many fans lining the front stretch. I'm even looking down and I see my brother and my nephew. My nephew's starting to learn the content game here in media, so he's filming this as Chase Robertson pulls into victory lane. A great racing family on their own. This place is all about family, all about friends. Look at the pandemonium in victory lane. Let's go down to Randy Pulliam with the excitement of Chase Robertson, your second twin feature winner.
Let him hear it, Chase Robertson. Chase Robertson picking up win number 4 on the season, 7 in your Bowman Gray Stadium career. I know you want to thank your sponsors, Chase.
Yeah, first and foremost, I got to thank God. This year's been crazy, and he's blessed me and my family a lot. And I can't thank my dad and my mom, all my crew, Dylan Ward and Kevin Amon, man. They make this thing go fast. And I just want to thank Todd Hunt at Jerry Hunt Supercenters, East Coast Grill, Wahlberg Grill Pizzeria, My Fry, Timothy D. Wellborn, Davidson Kinley Service. And I want to dedicate this win to Emma.
Chase Robertson, winner for the 4th time this season, 7th in his career. Chase Robertson making his way over to the Carolina Wood Floors Winner's Circle to pick up a winner's trophy.
That is a very likable young man, and that's why the fans here are congregated in victory lane celebrating. The Wally Heads are down there as well, enjoying this win by another great family legacy here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Chase Robertson, sophomore sensation, picking up the win number 7 of his Bowman Gray Stadium career for that Oak Grove High School graduate. And really, he is graduating his way up into the ranks of Bowman Gray Stadium Racing. Let's take a break on Flow Racing. We'll come back because the Mighty Modifieds, yes, the NASCAR Brad's Golf Cars Modifieds are next.
Winston-Salem, North Carolina is a city with a rich history of reinventing itself. Here you can wine and dine back in time, or raise a glass to the future. Witness history in the making, or savor the present moment. That's why you'll love visiting Winston-Salem. Our past is present, Our future is bright, and our city is yours to explore. Look forward. Travel back to Winston-Salem.
Welcome back to Bowman Gray Stadium. Our lineup queen right here. Star Clifton is in the booth eating my popcorn. The great officials up here that hand score this place and keep track of everything. Star Clifton, the whole team, thank you so much. This is your reward, popcorn. Yeah. I mean, it's the least I could do. And there's 2 buckets of little donuts, so have you a little donut. I'm sure you have your own. But anyway, I digress because it's time to go back to racing here at Bowman Gray Stadium. The second Twin 25 for the NASCAR Brad's Golf Cars Modifieds is on the track. And guess what? As soon as I find my lineup here, we're going to give you the starting lineup for this 25-lap affair. On the pole, won last week, the number 16, the Surrey Chemicals machine, the showstopper, Chris Fleming. On the outside of the front row, the Q104.1 machine, it's Brandon Ward from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Starting third in the Tobacco Ridge, number 9, it's Kyle Southern. Starting fourth, Randy Butner, the great veteran, the Greg Butcher Trucking, number 5. Starting on the inside of the third row, a 98-time winner, a 12-time champion at Bowman Gray Stadium, the Jerry Hunt Supercenters, Hayes Jewelers, Pulliam's Hot Dogs, number 83, it's the Rocket, Tim Brown. To his outside, the driver of the number 75, the Wahlberg Pizza and Grill machine, it's Lee Jeffries. Sorry, the popcorn got to me. Starting on the inside of row number 4, the number 69 Black Sand Company machine for John Holloman IV. To the outside, by way of invert, your race winner from race number 1, the number 4 of Jason Myers from Walnut Cove, North Carolina. Starting to the inside of row number 5 in the units moving and mobile storage, number 51, it's the Snowman, Junior Snow from King, North Carolina. Starting to his outside, the number 81, returning back to Bowman Gray Stadium Wars, is a Sportsman Division stalwart, Zach Clifton. Starting on the inside of the next row, in the number 39 T-Time Sports and Spirits machine, it's Gerald Robinson Jr. And to the outside of that row, the Turn and Burn Hobbies number 72, it's Bryant Robertson. William Smith starts next. Jordan Fleming alongside Lee Stimson, Susan Harwell, Brandon Butner, Junior Reeves, Eddie Collins, Daniel Beeson, Luke Smith, Burt Myers on the outside of row 11. Oh boy, long way to go and only 25 laps to get there for Burt Myers, Slate Myers, Corey Levette. These are the drivers that live by the grace of God and 600 horsepower. Twin number 2 for the Modifieds is green. Launching out to the lead is the showstopper, Chris Fleming. P2 give it to Brandon Ward, looking for his first win of 2023. Side by side behind them right now. 2 by 2 for the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th position right now. Spin and turn number 4. Lee Stimson. Junior Reeves, actually, in that 49. Getting spun around. That's the other Daniel Beeson machine, Daniel Beeson's car. That car was actually purchased from Burt Myers some 3 years ago, and Beeson had ran it until he joined New Day Motorsports this year, and now he's in the red number 44. But that's his car that he usually tows here in Bob Garbarino's Mystic Missile trailer every week here at the Bowman Gray Stadium. So great to see Reeves with that car out on the track. Only one lap in the books here for the Brad's Golf Cars Modifieds. What I've loved about tonight so far is all the action. What I've also loved tonight is the orange shirts for Emma's Army. And what I've also loved is every victory lane, there's been a shout out to that family who is here in attendance tonight for their sweet little 10-year-old daughter who we just lost to leukemia. And praying that our arms are all around that family right now. You see all the orange shirts surrounding this place. What a beautiful sight it is tonight to see the Bowman Gray Racing family surrounding this family literally here at Bowman Gray Stadium. And all the drivers, all the winners, getting out of their cars and thinking first of a little 10-year-old. That's pretty special. Think about it. I grew up in the Northeast watching these 600 horsepower ground pounders, and boy, oh boy, do I think they're special as well. Single file restarts here for the Twin 25s, and we line them up. 2 laps on the board here. This 25-lap feature is now back under green. The showstopper trying to get an incredible average finish tonight and climb his way to the top for the first time this year of the point standings. Brandon Ward, who's involved in that lap 0 wreck in the first race, lining up second. He recovered nicely in that feature, and now he's second. But I'll tell you what, he's finished second several times this year. And that gray car for New Day Motorsports, he wants a win. Brand new race car, PSR chassis, trying to dial that thing every week, but they just can't get it to that winning formula, or just can't get that brake spin out of the north turn. Kyle Southern, who is running in the 4th position, has gone around on the Tobacco Ridge, number 9. The yellow flag is out. One of the nicest looking cars in the field. I don't know if he got a little bit of a bumper. We're hearing it could have been from the number 83 of Tim Brown, and the units moving in storage number 83. What sponsor does Tim Brown not have? Jerry Hunt Supercenter, Hayes Jewelers, Pulliam's Hot Dogs, which I am missing so bad. It's been like 2 weeks since I've had myself a Pulliam's hot dog. There it is, powered by Pulliam's, baby. Units is on there as well. That's a great racing company, by the way, Units. They sponsor 2 modifieds out here, folks. They sponsor a truck in the Truck Series, Timmy Hill. You got to love a company that's invested in NASCAR auto racing. Here we go. Look at the lower corner of your screen here, and we'll see if we can pick it up in our Flow Racing replay. And no, the 9 got around on throttle and broke loose. No contact with the 83. Interesting. You don't normally see, that driver right there. Kyle Southern's a pretty talented race car driver. Spinning out on his own is very rare, but hey, I digress. 6 laps into this 25-lap feature. We're going back to green here at the Madhouse. The mighty rumble of the modifieds roars its way down the backstretch into the north turn with Chris Fleming leading the pack. Good third place run right now for the number 5 car of Randy Butner. Randy Butner, a veteran of the Bowman Gray Stadium Wars. Even in the booth here, you can hear the rumble of the modifieds as they roll by. In the grandstands, there's nothing like it. Sternum shaking noise. I swear more people have arrived here at Bowman Gray. Every time I look up, there's people standing at the top, like standing room only section. The beer garden off of turn 4 is packed. And Chris Fleming is out to a very healthy lead in that number 16 machine. I'm watching Tim Brown now. You see that car duck down off of turn 4, get his left front tire on that gray stretch of like concrete down there with the turtles on them. Those little bumps upsets the car, but if you look, the way he dives off that corner right there, you see he got his left front tire down there trying to get some grip, trying to get some extra real estate. Spin is out in the south turn. Yellow flag is out. Bryant Robertson has spun his turn and burn hobbies, number 72. Turn and burn hobbies just up the road. It's actually right next to Thunder Road Grill, great sponsor of Bowman Gray Stadium Racing. And it's a really cool RC racetrack, RC car racing, indoors. Really cool place. I want to take my kid there. Bryant Robertson, a veteran of the street stock division. He's tested this modified several times in the morning practice sessions here. And just a few weeks ago, finally saying, okay, now it's time for a feature event for me. So great to see this veteran race car driver battling here. Just an update for you. Burt Myers is up to the 9th position. Burt Myers needs a really good finish here because his first finish, I believe, was 25th or so, 24th, 25th. So to bring up that average and stop the bleeding, he has to get every spot possible. And now the green flag is back out at Bowman Gray. Looks like the showstopper. Nobody's going to stop him tonight. By the way that car is driving off the corner, I think the battle is more going to be for third position right now. Randy Butner, a little bit of tight condition on that race car right now, and that number 83 right behind him from Tobaccoville, Tim Brown, is getting good turn of that car coming off the corner, and I think he's going to be contesting for that spot here shortly. 15 laps on the board, 10 laps to go for the Brad's Golf Cars Modified Division. The showstopper up front, the red 16, single file all the way around this track. Burt Myers is held up back in the back. Nowhere to go. It's really tough on these twin 25s. Oh, there comes the pressure. We talked about the pressure. It's coming now from the front bumper of the number 83. Watch that battle for third position, folks. Here it is on your screen on Flow Racing. The great Tim Brown on the backside of the 20-time winner, the veteran from Pufftown, the mayor of Pufftown, the number 5, Randy Butner. Right now, the Greg Butcher trucking number 5 is trying to hold off Tim Brown. Brown all over the backside, painting that back bumper just so gently. No hard shots fired yet. He's getting good drive off of the corner. This is going to be the battle that everybody's looking at right now because there's only 5 laps to go. Leader in second place is checked out, man. They're gone. A little bit more bumper tag. A lot of respect between these two veteran race car drivers, and you're seeing it right here on display. Tim Brown knows even if he finishes third, he's got himself one heck of a points night tonight with the troubles and tribulations of Burt Myers, your points leader. That is the story so far tonight. 2 laps to go for the showstopper. Coming around to the white flag, and more bumper tag between those 2 drivers. And now, for the second week in a row, the number 16, the showstopper, has stopped the show with the checkered flag for his 17th career win at Bowman Gray Stadium. Fast, Furious Faith, the Fleming family, has done it again at the famed quarter mile. Guaranteed Automotive on board that machine. Surrey Chemicals, Car Quest. Oh boy, a whole host of sponsors for the very likable driver of the number 16, Jerry Hunt Super Center. And there's his boy, Jordan Fleming, pulling next to his dad, Fleming Family Racing, Frank Fleming, Chris Fleming, Jordan Fleming. I mean, it's just a beautiful thing here in North Carolina, a modified family, true. And it's awesome that this family is still winning races here in North Carolina. Frank Fleming, of course, always been the leader of that family, but right now the guy that's carrying the most checkered flags is this guy right here. And boy, oh boy, he's getting better with age like a fine wine. Chris Fleming pulls into victory lane. He was on the front of the program this week because he was the big winner last week. And now we'll go down to victory lane with Randy Pulliam to hear from our very happy race winner, Chris Fleming.
Visiting victory lane for the second consecutive week. The third win of the season for the showstopper. Came into the evening 1 point out of first place. Points are going to get shaken up after tonight. Up next, 20 laps for the losses of John Barrow's Street Stock Series. It is hot and humid out here. Chris is sweating, but here he comes. Chris Fleming, third time this season, 17th of your career, now moves you into a tie with John Smith.
Well, I'm just so thankful. I was almost in tears after I won the race. Just how God's blessed me, and I don't deserve none of it. And I appreciate everything. I got the best crew. We made some wholesale changes right there, and Talmadge made the call, and that's probably the best car I ever drove. The car just about drove itself. And I'm going to start trying to name all these sponsors. First of all, he's been with me forever, Perkins Associates, Todd Hunt, I love you, buddy, Jerry Hunt Super Center. He's like my own family. Surrey Chemicals, Hodges Realty, Horizon Equipment Rentals, Guarantee Automotive Group, my brother, Crab Smith, my family, my crew. Oh, yeah. Something we need to think about tonight. You know, things could be so much worse. You see, I qualified 13th, and you see what we turned around and done. We need to think tonight about, you know, Emma, we lost her last week. The whole place has been about her, and I love it. That's when racing fans get together, and I love it. Can we give Emma a cheer right now?
That's right, race fans. Chris?
I want to thank my wife. I'm going to tell you, she puts up a lot of stuff. Y'all know I turned 60 this week, or last week. I missed both our birthday parties because I was in the shop working on a race car, but I promise you, Amy, I'm going to make it up to you one of these days. I love you all.
Chris, got a trophy to pick up at the Carolina Wood Floors Winter Circle. Trophy to pick up. Carolina Wood Floors, open your doors to beautiful wood floors with Carolina Wood Floors.
Chris Fleming, popular winner and almost falling in victory lane. Chris, he's going to tease me about that. I'm teasing him first, so I got you first, buddy. winning, and there's his wife on the Carolina Wood Floors victory lane. And a great win for a great racing family. But the biggest thing, Burt Myers, folks, Burt Myers' terrible night is going to move him out of the points lead for the first time in quite a while. And the battle is on, a three-way battle right now. I think Chris Fleming looks like he'll probably lead the night and be your points leader next week, with Tim Brown probably up there as well. Trouble for your points leader, Burt Myers. Folks, Chris Fleming, 17th career win, 44th win for the Fleming Racing family. Now in a tie with the Robertson family that just raced and won with 44 wins in the family trees. Folks, let's take a break on Flow Racing. We'll come back with the street stocks. Here we go. Welcome back to NASCAR Advanced Auto Parts Weekly Series Racing at Bowman Gray. You saw the 16 flash by. That was your second modified Twin 25 winner, Chris Fleming. And, folks, we still have more racing to go. We've got a street stock race, a stadium stock race, and my mom's favorite, the Demolition Derby. Let's give you the starting lineup for the street stocks tonight. Starting on the pole in the U.S. Unlimited Services number 06, trying to recover and bounce back from a tough week last week, is a former left wing for the Thunderbirds up here in Winston-Salem, the 06 of Chase Lewis. Starting second, making his second start of the season, the new Co-Motors car from Puffdown, North Carolina. It's the number 12 of second-generation driver Nick Wall. Starting third tonight in the Mountain Fried Chicken Mobile, the number 24 from Clemens, North Carolina. It's the grandson of Pee Wee Jones, who we talked about before, Austin Jones. Starting fourth in the Brad's Golf Cars number 21, it's Wes Glasgow. Starting fifth in the 00 from Wahlberg, it's the Moose, Donnie Martin. Starting sixth, Choo Choo. It's the K-Train coming through from Knoxville, North Carolina. The garage doors of the Triad Machine. It's the K-Train, Kevin Gilbert. Starting seventh, one of the most solid drivers of 2023, the Salem Dumpster Services number 70. It's Cale Martin to his outside. Camouflage on the paint scheme for the driver of the Motorsports on Main, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Driver Craig Hartless. Starting ninth in the Koger Plumbing, number 30 black and red machine from Clemens, North Carolina. It's Zachary Koger. Starting 10th, the driver who took the checkered flag and then was subsequently DQ'd last week for refusing and not stopping at post-race technical inspection. The driver of the Emma's Army, Motorsports on Main, Autism Awareness, number 7, it's Zach Staley. The rest of your lineup here, Brian Sykes Jr., Kid Dynamite, Justin Cummins, Travis Teague, Cooper Lowe in the Olympic Restaurants Machine, Jordan Atkins, Squeaky Clean Express 23, the number 1, your points leader, High Point Body Machine number 1 of Christian Joyce, Brad Lewis, last week's winner, Cody Gum, Robbie White, and Emily Lewis, the daughter of Brad Lewis. Street Stocks coming at you for 20 laps. Green flag is out. Great jump by Nick Wall on the outside. He's trying to do it the hard way. Chase Lewis applies the throttle. He gets the position. Give the lead to Chase Lewis. He's a new father, and he's a new leader right here at Bowman Gray. Austin Jones, the grandson of the great Pee Wee Jones, lines in second position. Wes Glasgow now side by side. The number 12 is going backwards right there, Nick Wall. Battles throughout right there. You see the 03 of Cody Gum stuck on the outside. No, that is the number 1 of Christian Joyce, your points leader, trying to do it the hard way. And right behind him is the number 16, Brad Lewis, last week's winner when Zach Staley was disqualified. Those are your top 2 drivers right there in the street stock division, and they're stuck pretty far back in this field right now. It's going to be a tough one for them. Yellow flag. Nope, no yellow flag. There's a slow car on the straightaway. It's the backup car to Zach Staley, and Zach Koger's number 30 is kind of slow on the backstretch as well, but right now we look at your leaders. Chase Lewis, the former left wing for the Carolina Thunderbirds hockey team up here in the Triad. He is your leader in the U.S. Unlimited Services 06, trailing behind another white and blue car. Yes, the yellow flag is now out. Zachary Koger in the infield grass. Travis Teague also slow. And there's Corey Latham talking, the photographer for Race22.com, talking with Zachary Koger. The Kogers own their own plumbing company. And, well, I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with the 30 car. You saw it slow around the racetrack and now pulled to the infield to try to not cause the caution, but now getting a push from the Midway Mobile Storage Gator. Koger goes back to the pit area right now. Clemens, North Carolina driver. 6 laps on the Fieldhouse scoreboard for you. And boy, what a popular win this would be right here if Chase Lewis can get it. Son of Brad Lewis, who won last week. Sister of Emily Lewis, who's in the rear of the field, the white number 4 car, with Sully on board. Brother of Emily Lewis, as my mother points out. Sorry, Chase. But this is a family affair here. The Lewis family, they are pitted right behind the field house. And boy, oh boy, would it be great to see Chase Lewis get that elusive checkered flag here at Bowman Gray. He's got 14 laps to get it done, and he's got to hold off Austin Jones. Green flag is back out. Jones to the back bumper, trying to get a run off the turn. You know, if you've watched Austin Jones, he's not going to do it the cheap way. He's going to do it the clean way. And he tries to get a drive off the corner to get underneath the number 06. He knows how bad that 06 wants to win his first race because guess what? He has spent so long trying to get his first race win, and he did it just a few weeks ago. Running third right now, Wes Glasgow. Trouble in the north turn. The K-Train has gone around. Kendall Craig Hartless also taking a trip through the grass in the 23 also as well. K-Train has spun, and now he's already pulling off here. No need for the Gator. I'll tell you what, K-Train, Kevin Gilbert, the black car that was spun out, he had a tough week last week. He started on the pole, basically kind of got turned and wrecked the opening lap. His car looked like it lost a battle with a can opener. There was like barely any fenders, and the roof was on it. And he came back out and charged from the back of the field and really put on a show. The K-Train, a fan favorite here. The red, white, and blue numbers on that number 13. There's the K-Train. We give him a little choo-choo. Now he goes to the caboose after that spin. dad joke for you. Even my mom rolled her eyes on that one. Man, I'm failing. Well, 9 laps on the board. 2 more races to go in a demolition derby. This one is about halfway. Green flag is back out. Nice and smooth for Chase Lewis as he tries to hang on to that 06 and hang on to the point leads. Battle is on for third right now. Battle is on for third and fourth. Here comes into the 4th position Cale Martin in the black and blue. Number 70. Give him P3 now. Moving on up like the Jeffersons. Here comes the number 7 of Zach Staley. Bullish on the bottom. Here comes Staley looking to avenge the disqualification last week. He motors into the 4th position. The Moose now is loose on the bottom. Here comes the 00. He gets by Glasgow. Glasgow going backwards fast. He's got an anchor out. He gets to the bottom, though. And no, Nick Wall doesn't want to give him it. Nick Wall gets into him. Glasgow goes around. Yellow flag is out. Oh, it's Bowman Gray. Even my mom's excited in the booth. She just turned to me and goes, he got turned. And now a left rear flat on the Brad's Golf Cars Red Rooster Grill number 21 of West Glasgow. Red Rooster Grill, that sounds kind of cool. The white number 21. He started racing in this division last year. Let's take a look at the replay. Battling to get to the bottom there behind Moose Martin. The 12 was there. He didn't want to give it up. The 12, I mean, where was he going to go? The 21 came down into him and basically spun himself on the nose of the 12. You can't blame that on either driver, though. That could be a spotter thing, too. You know, maybe the spotter's saying, come down, clear. There's no way of knowing from up here in the booth. That's just assumptions. But, you know, the contact was there, but it wasn't the 12 running into him. He was there. Lights are out on the modern Chevrolet Blazer Pace vehicle here at the Madhouse. Getting ready to go back to green racing. 13 laps on the board of this 20-lap feature. Chase Lewis, the first to the button. Look out here because we're going to have quite a battle in the top 5 right now. Cale Martin has moved up, and he's going to be putting pressure. Here comes Zach Staley, diving to the bottom, into the grass a little bit. Saves it. Chase Lewis has spun. Your leader has gone around. He's in the grass. Oh, the agony of defeat for the driver of the 06. And he's pulling out onto off the football field in turn 3. Oh, a very dejected race car driver there sits the 06. The leader now, Austin Jones. Yellow flag will come out. Chase Lewis is stopped in a precarious spot. Oh, man, from the penthouse to the outhouse. Tough break for the new daddy, soon-to-be new daddy. Taylor Robbins is pregnant, but not yet. She looks like she's about to pop, I'll tell you that. Poor Taylor, man. The summer months, that's hard. But she is one heck of a race car driver herself, taking off this year to become a mommy. And this family races as a family, and you'll see what happened right here. Here's the 06. A look and a little bit of contact just as he gets to the throttle, just enough to turn the car. Oh, man, that's tough for Chase Lewis, looking for his elusive first win, and a little bit of a tap, not too hard of a tap by the 24. And around went Lewis, and that ends his bid for his first career street stock win. Wow. You hate that for that racing family. U.S. Unlimited services on the family's cars. Emily Lewis, he joins his sister towards the rear of the field. Emily Lewis in the 4, just 3 cars back from, there's Chase Lewis right there. Just 3 cars back, if we could pan back, is a white number 4. There it is. There's Emily Lewis, daughter of Brad and sister to Chase, with Sully on the side of her car, Kokomo Fab Machine, and the fans love her. She just entered the lead in the Safe Light Autoglass most popular driver standings here, and it's been neck and neck between our 2 female stars of this division. Emily Lewis making her way to become a successful race car driver and gain respect in this division, as well as Jordan Atkins, the driver, the number 23, who has had quite a sophomore season. Both females looking for their first career wins in the street stock division. Lights are out on the modern Chevrolet Blazer Pace vehicle. It's going to dip in here about the 20-yard line, and we'll be back to green flag racing. Last week, Zach Staley motored to the win. Now he sits in second position. Will he get a checkered flag again? Will he go to Tech? Austin Jones, but look at the charge by the number 7. That car's got some ponies underneath the hood. Sideways off the turn, motoring down the front stretch. He's hitting that gas so hard, man, he's trimming his toenails with the fan. I'll tell you what, Zach Staley, the bearded man in that number 7 open face helmet. Sometimes he smokes a cigarette while he races, and he's a superstar of the stadium and one of the most popular. Well, we could say he's a villain to some, but not to all. Then he gets into the backside. He's sideways, driving it off the corner. White flag is out. Austin Jones looking for his second career win. Zach Staley sideways around all the corners in second. One last Hail Mary. Here it comes, but off of the turn comes the third generation driver. Austin Jones wins. Career win number 2. Zach Staley, man, gave it his all. Ashes flying off his cigarette, that open face helmet, sideways off the turn. That was a show, ladies and gentlemen. You can say all you want about that guy, but he puts on a show, and I'll tell you what, this is one clean race car driver right here, pulling into Carolina Wood Floors victory lane. Austin Jones, grandson of the great Pee Wee Jones, who we gave her a little history nugget about. Couldn't have planned that any better. Sometimes you step in it. I got lucky tonight. This driver didn't get lucky. He used skill to work his way up through the field. And, you know, some people say maybe he dumped Chase Lewis. Knowing this driver, I don't think he did. You know, getting into somebody is different than turning somebody. A little bit of a tap when you're getting on the throttle will take a race car and turn it around. So I think when they look at the replay, I think Chase will probably agree. Very fine young man. Austin Jones pulling to victory lane. Mike Jones, his father, will be joining him, as well as a host of others. And now we'll go down to Randy Pulliam in victory lane with our winner, Austin Jones.
A happy, happy crew. And what a race that was. Had a handful of Zach Staley. But Austin held on for win number 2 of his Bowman Gray Stadium career. Both of them coming this season. Austin Jones, let him hear it, folks. Austin, win number 2 of the season. You came in second in the points. You had a rear view mirror full of Zach Staley.
Yeah, man, I got to thank Zach for racing me clean there. Man, I hated to get into Chase down there. I barely touched him. I wasn't even going to touch him the whole race, and I just barely got into him. But I hate that for him. But man, what a night. Car was pretty good. The longer we went, I feel like the better we get. But I knew I had to make my move on the restart. So, man, thank everybody on this deal.
I know you want to thank your sponsors.
Yeah, man, Crosswinds, DL Outfitters, Mountain Fried Chicken, E3 Spark Plugs, DJ Show Apparel, Michael and Bubba at GoForce, Velocita, Lizard Lit Pit Lights, CNC Coatings, Allie Kane, Emma, this one's for her, man.
Let Austin Jones hear it. His second win of the season. He makes his way over to the Carolina Wood Floors winner circle. Open your doors to beautiful wood floors with Carolina Wood Floors. Up next.
Austin Jones, his second career win. And another shout out to Emma in Victory Lane. Beautiful. Let's go to break here at Bowman Gray Stadium. We'll come back with the second race for the Buzz Bombers, the last feature event race of the night before the Demo Derby on True Alliant Federal Credit Union, Night of Destruction. We'll be back. Right, we're back here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Get ready for the second Q104.1 Stadium Stock race of the night. Let's give your starting lineup. Starting on the pole in the number 4 from Mount Gilead, North Carolina. It's Dean Lawler in the number 4. On the outside, it's Carson Reed from Advance, North Carolina in the number 2. Actually, Bobby Reed tonight, we're being told. Starting third tonight, the number 58, Cody Arrington. Starting fourth from Hickory, North Carolina, just up the road for Andrew Mason in the 56. Ricky Wall in the number 26, a spotter, also a race car driver. And starting sixth tonight will be Connor Keaton, who has a win this year in the Kevin Says Yes.com car from Moxville. Starting seventh tonight, also from Moxville, the number 46, of Tyler Bush. Welcome back to Tyler Bush. James Allison, father of Pintang, in the number 71. And welcome back to Bowman Gray Stadium, one of the veteran favorites here in the Davey Allison paint scheme from Germantown, North Carolina. It's the Blade Runner Pond Machine for Robert Mabe. Jeremy Smith from King, North Carolina, veteran of Bowman Gray Stadium Wars, lines up 10th. In 11, Joel Stewart from Moxville. Darrell Foster in the Bojangles of North Wilkesboro car lines up 12th. Lining up 13, the number 41 of Austin Shoemate from Millers Creek, North Carolina. Welcome back also, his second week in a row racing. Good to see this guy back in a stadium stock. Is the Salisbury, North Carolina driver of the number 95 of the veteran Billy Cameron. And then starting 15th, last week's winner. Folks, he's the king of Pufftown in the Gonzales HVAC. Number 40, it's Kenny Dixon. Starting last, the number 58. We don't want to see him flipping, but it is Kenny flipping. Wyatt Sapp. It looks like Wyatt Sapp's car, the 46, is in this race as well. Breaking news here on Flow Racing. Breaking news on Flow Racing. Last week, the number 7 of Zach Staley spun. Excuse me, Zach Staley won. I'm getting a note from the officials here, and I'm getting confused, but we've got breaking news actually being talked about on the race, about the race before. Zach Staley, for the second week in a row, has been disqualified. So last week he won and was DQ'd. This week he finished second and DQ'd. Next week he's got to finish it off and finish third and get DQ'd. And we're being told he refused tech the second week in a row. Here we go, the Buzz Bombers. They're green. And the green flag is out. And that was quite a jump. Grease Bug out to the lead. Gotta love seeing the Grease Bug out there. The number 58. Oh, and a spin already. The number 5 of Connor Keaton has gone around. My mom's really getting into it. I don't know if you can hear it behind us, but it's great. Lap 1, first caution of this race is already out. For some reason, Wyatt Sapp is in this race. Usually he is with the A group. Was just getting clarification there. But Wyatt Sapp is actually in this race. The cotton candy car. He actually messaged me this week. He was like, hey, man, I thought we were going to start calling my car the Cotton Candy Mobile. Well, there it is. The cotton candy car lines up second. Can he get his first career win? He's been oh so close. And a picture of consistency at Bowman Gray Stadium. And Lucas, my nephew, was down on some cotton candy before, and, well, the cotton candy car is second. This is the last one. There's the cotton candy. Look at that. Doesn't that make you want to go to the concession stands? Leave your couch right now. Go get some cotton candy. He's running some black wheels. Usually he's got the chrome ones. They say it's Tyler Busch. So maybe it is the backup car for Wyatt Sapp. I didn't see Wyatt Sapp, though, before. But I guess that would be true. Why would, yeah, Tyler, it is just the car. I think it is just the car. So Wyatt Sapp not in that machine. Tyler Busch is in the 46 and not Wyatt Sapp. Hey, you know, you never know. Driver hopping, car swapping, limousine riding, jet flying. Ric Flair. Woo! We're having a good time here in the Flow Racing booth. Bob Dillner is back. His bloody knee is healed up, but he is diving into the mini donuts, the little donuts right here. The cotton candy car is second, but it's Tyler Busch, not Wyatt Sapp. The Grease Bug 58, usually driven by Beauchamp, is in the lead. Cody Arrington on board that car right now. Andrew Mason having a good run in the third position. There's the 01 of Joel Stewart. Here comes James Allison, father of Pintang. '01 to the infield grass. Now the battle's on for the lead. Arrington and Busch. We got cars spun out everywhere. The 01 has spun into the infield grass. Joel Stewart. And then the 55, of course, has joined him, Jeremy Smith, a veteran of over 100 so starts at Bowman Gray Stadium. In that beautiful number 55. Getting it refired. think this is going to be a quickie caution here. No debris on the track from the infield grass excursions. Darrell Foster also rejoining the rear of the field in the Bojangles of North Wilkesboro car. Lights are on the pace car, and there is Robert Mabe's car. Great to see this car back. This is one of the fan favorites of Bowman Gray Stadium, and his nickname is Flipper because one of his, I think it was his first ever race, he went on his lid. Well, hopefully he doesn't end up there tonight, but great to see him. He blew a motor several weeks ago, and now he's got a new power plant in that 28, and he's back, one of the great veterans of the Buzz Bomber Wars here for the Q104.1 Stadium Stocks. Here we go. Coming out of the north turn, nice and slow goes our leaders. Creating a bit of a stack up on that start. Arrington finally gets to the loud pedal. Would we call it a buzz pedal here for the stadium stocks? Robert Mabe about mid-pack battling. He's on the outside and he's stuck where he doesn't want to be. That's the only side-by-side battle currently. But the 46 of Busch, there it is right there. Oh. There's Connor Keaton trying to recover and get his way back up front. Battle is on now for the lead. Busch, Connor Keaton is working his way. Look at that. And there's Kenny Dixon right behind him, the number 40 who won last week. 10 laps to go. Connor Keaton applying the pressure to Junior Smith, but back up in the lead. The 46 has made contact with their leader. Arrington goes around. Busch is sideways through the grass. Will Busch have the lead? It looked like he had the lead when the yellow came out. Andrew Mason just getting by him. We'll have to see how that one is judged. But spun around is the number 58, Cody Arrington. Reliant Federal Credit Union Night of Destruction. We have a replay of this. Let's see what happened here in turn number 1. Here comes Arrington diving into the corner. He left his entry exposed, something you don't do at Bowman Gray, and Busch got into him. That's very common here at Bowman Gray Stadium. And then Busch trying to save that race car right there in the infield grass, and they're scoring Andrew Mason right now in the black and American flag number 56 as your race leader. So Busch didn't even gain a spot. Oh, we have some precipitation. I will not say the R word, the worst 4-letter word in racing. Cloud to ground moisture. Heavenly highlights. Downward dew. H2O no. We could come up with all sorts of alliterations and words. Let's see if Bob Dillner has one. He's eating donuts, he just told me. Are you hey, that's the best prep you could ever do for this booth. Flow Racing booth. If you want to prep to be in the Flow Racing booth, you go get you a bucket of donuts from Zach Taylor. Yeah, I mean, sponsors Chuck Wall, 5-time winner here at Bowman Gray Stadium in this division. Oh, there's fireworks going on in the sky. This is just, what a night. The big story of the night, though, was in the modified division. Sorry, I saw a squirrel. There was like a firework over there. It was pink, and it distracted me. Anyway, the big story of the night. Oh, checkered flag is out. This race is being called. Checkered flag is out. 15-minute time limit is up, and Andrew Mason scores his first victory in the stadium stocks. Andrew Mason, driver the number 56, scores the big win. And I think with a little bit of drizzle here and the 15-minute time limit, they decided to call this one. Racing isn't over, folks. We have a demo derby coming up shortly, but your race winner, Andrew Mason. This driver, the patriotic scheme, and he used a little bit of that front bumper to get it done right there. And, man, he got through that little melee there and escaped by about a foot with the race lead when the yellow flag came out. That was unbelievable. That was the race-winning move right there, getting around that wreck. And, folks, there's not going to be an interview, but I think we're going to let our winner possibly climb out of this race car. There he is, folks. Andrew Mason, your winner at Bowman Gray Stadium, his first career win for the driver that hails from just up the road in Hickory, North Carolina. All right, let's take a quick break here on Bowman Gray Stadium racing action. We've got a Pinto out there about to get destroyed. I might cry. The Demolition Derby is next. Well, the Demolition Derby is next, but Andrew Mason has to get off the track first before it can happen. Boy, oh boy, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars ready to get destroyed here for you. Justin James, Dee Burrell, Stephanie Adams, a female competitor, Hopkins, Cody McKinney involved, PJ Lucas, Christian Luck, bunch of drivers. Ron Dooley as well, and we get set. The countdown is over, and the destruction begins on True Liant Federal Credit Union Night of Destruction. There's my Pinto. There he is. Don't touch the Pinto. Do not wreck a Pinto. Ford Pintos were meant for racing, not destruction. Oh, 1776 trying to win another war, but he gets crunched. The 8-ball staying clean, as clean as those white wheels. Oh, we got a station wagon out there. He's going to hit with the groceries. Come on. Oh, yeah, that's a grocery getter and a big slam to the Pinto. The Pinto's getting it on both ends now. Not good. Pinto lovers, close your eyes, man. I love Pintos. Pintos make great modifieds. The good thing is we have all of our competitors all in a gaggle over there in the backstretch heading into the north turn. They got a few cars that are refusing to hit, which that's not good. Well, that was interesting. There's parts all over the place. You can't run away from a hit, guys. Get on back. Stop running away from each other. Oh, there's going to be a big wreck. Oh, unbelievable avoidance there by somehow going into the infield grass. If you're going to go that fast, just hit somebody, man. We've got that car that we were just following right there. That front bumper looks like a harpoon. That thing looks like a narwhal. So far, I've seen a bunch of cars just driving around, barely hitting each other. We need to ramp this thing up here on True Liant Federal Credit Union Night of Destruction. Old 69er has been hit. He's in the infield. He's backing out. 1776 is looking to get him. God bless America. I think the harpoon car just likes driving around fast. There's 1776 trying to finish off the Pinto. The Pinto's still alive, folks. There is hope left in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. It's just mass chaos. There's cars traveling around the track taking like victory laps. Let's look in turn 2. 1776. There's that car coming around the right way. I think he's just taking a victory lap. At least these two guys are hitting. Did somebody tell that one car that a demolition derby is meant for that? Hitting. There you go. Finally. 69. Here comes 69. Oh, he misses him. The station wagon, is he going to get some? I'm just seeing a bunch of guys not wanting to hit. Have they gotten notes from their chiropractor to avoid collisions? Oh, my gosh, on the backstretch, a giant hit. Here we go. Pinto Power. Put that on. I'm going to have my nephew on. My nephew is going to join us. Lucas. Lucas, get the mic down there. How old are you, buddy?
I am 13 years old
13
as of
years?
June 28th.
Oh, how about it? 13-year-old Lucas Dillner enjoying the demo derby. Who's your favorite one?
My favorite one's probably the same as yours, the number 8-ball Pinto.
That's right, buddy. Pintos rock. Pintos have never been around in your generation.
Oh no, I've had plenty of diecasts of Pintos
Oh,
from
yeah.
the 80s and 90s.
What makes you like a Pinto?
Their shape.
Yeah. I mean, what is there not to like about a Pinto?
Nothing much.
No, it looks like a pregnant roller skate. But that's okay. And there he goes. Oh, no, the station wagon drills him.
Oh my
But look at that.
goodness.
See, the relentless Pinto just carries on. It's an enduring American motor car, isn't it?
Yeah, and the Pinto's got a good strategy. He's hitting people, but he's still maintaining some damage as he hits somebody.
I think the Pinto's going to – if the Pinto wins, this could be the first Pinto that's won since Pintang.
Pintang's done Demolition Derby?
No. Well, Pintang won a mini stock feature.
Yeah.
It was sort of a ridiculous call on Flow Racing. You can Google it. That's all I'll say.
Oh,
Here
I've
comes the
seen that
Pinto
before.
Power.
Ooh, right near the engine.
Right in the kisser.
Yeah.
Look, now we got a two-car battle right here. This is a duel, folks. Pinto versus some sort of crushed-up curl or whatever the heck that thing is.
1776. I think he's out, but he's
Yeah.
in the middle of it. So,
1776 has a good view.
yeah.
The Pinto's being knocked into the infield. Yeah, that's like the Blewett family meets the Revolutionary War.
I think number 8 has won.
I don't know. The checker flag isn't out yet. But I think you're right. That gold car. No, it's back alive.
Ooh,
Frankenstein has rejoined.
zombies. Number
Oh, they
8.
missed.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh. Bad position for the Pinto. He gets struck.
Pinto sandwiched.
But the front of that car, that Corolla or whatever the heck, you see the radiator?
Yeah.
Whereas my mom would say she's from New York, radiator. She said it today. That radiator is smoking. That's not good. That thing's going to die.
Smoking.
Pinto's trying to back up, and he's burning his tires. Check that out, dude.
That is amazing.
He's in a pickle.
Pickle sandwich.
Yeah, I think he is. Look at that. We've got a battle royale. That looks like Burt Myers and Tim Brown a few years ago.
Oh,
Oh,
number
good
8's
move by
driving
the
away from
Pinto.
it.
Great move by the Pinto. The Pinto's going to do it. Here comes the Pinto. He's getting a little space. Come on, Pinto.
Pinto's getting away from it, getting good
Oh,
positioning.
I think he's the winner. The other car, the driver has climbed out of his car. Let's wait for it right here.
Has the Pinto won?
The checkered flag has not been put out, but let's wait. Let's keep our eye on the Pinto.
It's been put
Checkered
out.
flag is out.
Number 8 wins.
Pinto power.
There you go, Pinto.
Attaboy, Pinto. Hey, you know, I had Pinto beans before.
You have? I have not.
You've
I've
not?
never had Pinto
From
beans.
this point on, the Pinto just won. So now your goal is to go out there and have a Pinto bean.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, dad jokes. The Pinto, driven by P.J. Lucas. And Lucas joined me in the booth. How about that, folks? Irony every week at Bowman Gray Stadium. The place where families excel, even here in the booth. A little bit of rain coming down right now, and that closes up our day. Today's winners, of course, Brendan Lee Brendel in the 43, winner of the Stadium Stock Race, number 1. Sportsman Nate Gregg, and also Chase Robertson. Jason Myers. How about that win by Jason Myers? That was pretty good,
That
right?
was pretty cool, yeah.
That was pretty cool. And the Street Stocks, Austin Jones picking up the win. And what a night so far at Bowman Gray Stadium. True Lion Federal Credit Union Night of Destruction. Chris Fleming winning the second modified feature event. And
Absolute domination.
Absolute domination. That's right. What did you think about that run? Because nobody had him covered, Lucas.
Yeah, nobody had him covered. There were some battles going on for third and second, but man, he was in cruise control the whole race.
That's right. Hey, you know what? 13 years old,
Yep.
and he's already a broadcaster. Here we go. I mean, it's family. It's Bowman Gray. That's what it's all about. Folks, make sure you keep it. We got a lot of racing coming up on Bowman Gray Stadium here on Flow Racing. And a ton of it coming up. My brother's going to join me in 2 weeks on Bowman Gray Stadium, at Bowman Gray Stadium. Oh, we forgot Andrew Mason, first-time winner as well. Thanks for that flashy graphic. It reminded me. I forgot, but check this out. 100 laps next week for the Brad's Golf Cars Modifieds. Double file, choose cone, double points, and the Fans Challenge for $9,000 bonus potentially next week. And Tim Brown unofficially the point leader according to Justin Mincy. We're just hearing that right now after that. It's going to be really close. Burt Myers back to third. It's going to be close because Chris Fleming, it's got to be a point or two difference right there. Maybe 3 points, we're being told. The battle is on. There was pushing, shoving, altercations in the pit area before the race. Burt Myers losing his point lead with a horrific night for him. Folks, you're going to want to be here next week at Bowman Gray live and in person for that 100-lapper for the Modifieds. Sportsman 100 coming up. Of course, we close out our season with double points on the final night, August 19th. That's why they call it the Madhouse, baby. For Matthew Dillner, Lucas Dillner here joining me unofficially in the booth. Let's wrap it up. Until next time, we'll see you at the races.